But alrighty, our final matchup of the night, another Tier 3 3v3 US East here in the Indy Gaming League Spring Circuit 2022. It's going to be Remix Gods versus Instinct B. Both squads 1-0 on the season, looking to move to 2-0. They're going to give it their best effort as they match up against each other. We do have captains have been given the information. We do have the lobby up. And we do have predictions up. And you know what? I talk about predictions on every channel across the board. But we want to have a little bit of educated guesses as they go through. And Regis coming in. Give them the old 1-2 wop wop. You love to see it. And it might... Did my thing not go? I'll rerun that for you in a sec, Regis. Once we take a look over at the stats. So Remix Gods, they are 1-0. They got a 3-0 forfeit win over their opponents in week number 1. So they're technically 3-0. It'll be the first time we see them. Cool guy Alex, we've seen on the channel in the past. It'll be pretty cool to see him again. Pun intended. But their opposition, Instinct B, we saw them here. They were here last week playing against Elon Car Subpar. They took the 3-1 victory. And in the process, 1.86 goals per game, 2 saves per game, even, and 1.29 assists in that victory. So you gotta gamble on this one a little bit. We don't have real stats to talk about here for Remix Gods. They picked up the win via forfeit, and I do anticipate them to be a strong team, but we also know Instinct B picked up a strong win back in week number 1. So this could be anything. It adds a little bit of extra flair to the predictions if you want to go for it. And Regis did get the resub. We gotta get that up there.
Real name. I'm the Lizard King.
26 months. Thanks so much, bro. I do very, very much appreciate that. Number continue to go up. Alrighty, like I said, info out to captains. We do have the first team in the lobby, and it will be Instinct B of Derek, Convict, and Andy. Agonized. Andy, hopefully not too agonized coming into the match. Play it cool, calm, and collected. But we'll see. So we're getting everything updated and ready to go. Number go up, serotonin go bird. That's true. That's very true, Regis. It's very true. But alright, and that's true. No bananas. That was close. It was a very well played couple of games. I was happy with them. I mean, we were on casual. We weren't going, too nuts with it. But you do like to see it. You like to vibe. Alrighty. So just double checking. The captain in Remix Gods is online. Always a good sign. I always get a little worried from time to time. You just never know. But it should be good. We'll get it going here in just a second. Like I said, week number 2, we don't have too terribly much to go off of from Remix Gods, just that they picked up that forfeit win, so they got, half a goal a game is what it worked out to be. So I don't know how that works, but a goal and a half gets the win in a series, apparently. But Instinct B, like I said, take that 3-1 over Elon Car Subpar. And Elon Car is another squad that we have seen over the circuits. They've been on the channel a few times. If I recall correctly, it was their 4th appearance. I can double check that later if folks are interested. But coming on into this, we'll take a look. Instinct B, like I said, picking up that win. They will be looking to take on the Winx, Endless, Ohio Car, and Raccoon Army later in the circuit. In the opposition here, Remix Gods. Endless was the team that got the forfeit win over. Next week, they will play against Elon Car Subpar, so you can always check the VOD, see how that went against Instinct B. And then Raccoon Army, the Winx, and Flare in this Tier 3 Division 14 matches. So we are just about at the top of the hour. Hopefully get this going in just a moment. So double check in. Everything looks to be good on, making the computer run side of things. Again, you never know. With Sour Hour coming in, cheering on Instinct. Coming in, showing some support. Thanks for coming in as well. Thanks everybody who comes into these matches as well. A huge part of what we do for Indy Gaming League is not just being able to come in and play and have a good time, which I have done. I've loved it. I've played in it since summer of 2020. But also being able to come in to get matches casted just get on the screen. It always feels a little bit better when you're on air. One way or another, I've got into casting because I enjoyed being casted, and there's a lot of people who have very similar stories, and I love just being part of that environment. Truly do. And so I do, again, very much appreciate people coming in, supporting friends, family, teammates, everything. You know, whatever relationship. It could just be random people online. I've seen it happen. Gigantic, if he's around, is a huge fan of Moondog just because he saw him on stream one time and then just missed him a second time, which was hilarious. And Convict coming in, supporting Sour Hour for supporting them. Appreciate the Prime sub earlier as well, Convict. Best of luck in the upcoming match. Hopefully everything is going good. And as we say it, we do have the opposition loading into the match. This will be Remix Gods. First one pops in. The captain, Cool Guy Alex, Pro Mikey. We'll see who their third is. They have a couple of options. It could either be Throwed or Siege. We'll see. They're ticking in. Who's it gonna be? I don't know. They're leaving it to suspense. We have two, and we'll just wait on the third before we give the go-ahead. Hopefully it works out here in short order. We'll take just a quick look at some stuff in the back end while we wait. Had to make popcorn. Let's go, Intellect. Let's go. That's where I had to double check where Cool Guy Alex, what his teams were before. He was on Team Chungus in the past. And that's who I ended up seeing a lot. So cool. It will be Cool Guy Alex, Pro Mikey, and a Trap God coming in on this. This should be the same. Imagine just a name and all this. But if everybody's ready to go, we'll let them go ahead to it. And given the go-ahead, we'll head down into the lobby in just a moment. Teams are hopping in to their respective sides. We'll need just one more. There they are. And game number one set to kick off in just a moment. Remix Gods looking to pick up the first played win of the season. They did get that forfeit win back in week number 1. And Instinct B, they picked up that 3-1 victory over Elon Car's subpar last week. And they'll look to prove they have what it takes to be the top of their class, top of the division, but they will need to go through each other here on this Thursday night. The first 20 seconds are underway. Battling deep down in the blue zone. Derek trying to make a play off of the back wall. Pro Mikey coming in on the challenge. Agonized Andy looking to make a play, coming out of their corner, gets a bumped. A lot of physicality coming out in a demo from Agonized Andy onto Pro Mikey. Take a trip down to the blue zone, but for a moment, Remix God sending it back across midfield. Convict right back into the blue-black wall. Back wall as well. Convict is going to read the bounce, but a touch off to the side. Couldn't quite get it on target. A difficult shot, but nearly there nonetheless. It's Instinct B taking their crack at it to be the first team to score here in game number 1 of this best of 5 series. We'll continue to bounce in for back and forth throughout the midfield. Pro Mikey looking to the doink to get it up. Convict trying to drop it. Pro Mikey cutting it off. Derek will come through with the shot. Trap God getting in the way to keep us at 0-0. Cool Guy Alex looking to come off the ceiling. Even if it doesn't make contact, will give just enough to keep pushing it through. And it will get just enough to see this comeback. Are we back? I don't know what happened there. We're going to pull up my PC. I don't really know what happened, but we should still be live. We'll see a couple of saves coming out as well as a shot from Agonized Andy. God trying to bring it back out of their half. Pro Mikey looking to follow up on the bounce. It will flip out of the way. Convict playing it off over to the side. We'll see that continue to bounce back and forth. Derek sending it to the Remix Gods zone. 2 minutes burned in game number 1. Neither team able to come away with a goal, but certainly working towards it. Convict may be the one to have it. Trap God will not be able to get back in time. And Convict C15 for Instinct B will be the first to find the back of the net. 2 minutes and 15 seconds for goal number 1. We'll see if the follow-up is any faster. Convict nearly getting one off the kickoff. Bumping going on back in the blue zone, but Pro Mikey taking it back over to the orange half. Trap God looking for the bounce in front of net. Agonize Andy elevating to pick up the save. This one will be dangerous for the defense, but just a touch wide. Convict gets demoed, but not before ensuring it gets over to the corner. A good challenge coming in as well, but Pro Mikey onto the back wall wants another touch to get it over to Cool Guy Alex, but Agonize Andy will cut it off. And he'll look to try to stall it out in the midfield as well. Derek wrapping it around, taking it to the corner. Trap God off the back wall will not make full contact. Derek out of the back looking for the pass and will get the bump. Convict gets another goal. Derek doing a ton of work to set this one up. Trap God trying to take it out of the corner in a difficult situation to be in and doing what they could with the ball, but that awkward bounce making it just a touch too difficult. They will have to fight back from this 2-goal deficit. May be able to find a lead here. The bump coming up from Cool Guy Alex will not open it up fully enough. Remix Gods starting to show bits and pieces of what they can bring to the pitch. The need to get a couple more strung together. Still just game 1 of the series. Plenty of time for them to do so. Still, game 1 in 90 seconds, and you know what? Cool Guy Alex will throw one onto the back of into the back of the net. Just make this just a little bit more questionable for Instinct B. To see if they can continue to push the advantage. "90 seconds ago off the kickoff. Pro Mikey wants to keep it back to the Instinct B half. Agonized Andy sends it deep. Will wait for Trap God's touch and may be able to work with this. Puts it towards net. Trap God gets the save, gets that initial clear. It's Remix Gods trying to bring it back upfield. Derek cuts it off, sets up the dribble. The challenge coming in by Cool Guy Alex. He'll go for the bump as well on Agonized Andy. Did not get the demo. I was a little bit curious. I thought for sure he was going to pick that up. He may have dropped out of Supersonic at the end. Slight committee meeting coming in from Remix Gods as they look to try to get it back in front of the net. Time ticking away in favor of Instinct B. Trap God popping it up over towards net. Derek with the save. This is going to be awkward for the defense. Trap God trying to get a pass, but Convict cutting it off. They will need to get it back out of their half as well. They may have the opportunity to do so. Agonized Andy gets the touch. Trap God there. He'll put this one deep over to the orange zone. Drop down by Derek. He'll need to make a move, but Trap God continuing to be there suddenly everywhere. Will not be able to get to that touch. Agonized Andy downfield. 20 seconds left. Remix God still trying to get that equalizer. 15 seconds. Trap God trying to slow it down. But Agonized Andy causing agony for the opposition. A Trap God will drop it down. Might see an opportunity here. Derek landing in front of the ball. 5 seconds left. Pro Mikey looking to get possession, looking to flick it up past the defense. And Trap God, one last opportunity, keeps it alive. Has boost, has underneath. Trap God might have the touch, but it will be denied. And game number 1 goes the way of Instinct B in a nail biter of an ending. And hopefully signs to come of, or signs of the series to come. Take just a moment to catch my breath. And everybody is readied up, and I'm not going to keep them waiting. They're ready to rock. They are ready to rumble, ready to roll, ready to other verb. People are hopping back into their teams. Remix God's thrown a lot at the wall to see what would stick towards the end of game number 1. Nearly coming away with a good old pot of spaghetti. But it will not be able to get it out of the pot in time. And Instinct B will hold on for that win. Still trying to get back up on that offense. Remix Gods applying pressure very quickly here in game number 2. It's certainly a good step for them as they look to get back into this series. Derek looking to get a little bit of a 1 to 2, maybe 3. Cool Guy Alex picking up the save. They'll work their way back into the orange zone. Cool Guy Alex goes for a back pass. A little bit of an awkward touch off the roof of the Octane. Trap God popping it up as well. Agonized Andy looking to take advantage. Pro Mikey elevating enough to put it onto the back wall. And Convict still wants to send this back over to the blue half. He's not looking to give any momentum over to Remix Gods, who will be pinched off to the side. Trap God following through, trying to get the read out of the corner. Will get batted back by Remix Gods. This one's going to be interesting, but it bounces off of the post. Pro Mikey just a touch over to the side and will not be able to fully get contact with it. And will be cleared out here by Ultra Trap God. Demos galore coming out from Instinct B. Convict is sending it downfield. We'll continue with a follow-up touch as well, elevating it. Trap God is going to use all of their boost to come through on the challenge. Will do enough. Gets it out over to Cool Guy Alex. Saved by Derek, still 0-0. 100 seconds into game number 2. Both teams continuing to fight. They're looking to try to get that go-ahead here. Try to push their way past one another. Convict putting it onto the back wall. Not the ensuing challenge there by the offense. 2 minutes burned. Close one coming in. Pro Mikey slows it down, takes to the air, drops it low. Convict will deny it. And Trap God taking another opportunity. 0 boost. And maybe the wrinkle they need, but Derek taking an opportunity at getting the block. Agonized Andy passing it upfield to Derek. 1-2. Can it be 3? Convict will go for the bit of a slower play. Trap God gaining enough time to come through and challenge. Pro Mikey playing it out of their own corner. Will get sent back. Cool Guy Alex. Bit of a heavier touch. Convict will be back to collect. Pro Mikey. This one's going to be on target. Derek will wait for it to see if he had to elevate or not. And he will pick up that save. We're getting closer and closer to the 2-minute mark in game number 2. As Remix Gods trying to get the equalizer. Instinct B looking to go on to series point as early as possible. We'll continue to bring more offense. Convict going for the pass onto the back wall. Derek will be a touch too far upfield. Pro Mikey is going to pick up the save as well as the pop-up. Shot just off to the side. Convict trying to get it out of harm's way. Cool Guy Alex gets the pass over to the mid. Pro Mikey cutting it off, pops it up. Once, one more, 2 maybe. Will run out of boost. Tries to get the pass over. Trap God picking up the shot. Convict and Derek both getting saves in the ensuing scrum. Will work out of their own half in the follow-up. Cool Guy Alex picking up a save. Derek dropping it to the turf. 85 seconds left. Neither team able to find a goal yet. Trap God looking to set one up here. Side flip coming out from Alex. Pro Mikey with a delayed shot. Derek will get up for it. 4 saves for the Instinct B captain. Agonized Andy may be able to get something to go a little bit too far on it. Convict with the power. Derek with a follow-up, but onto the back wall as well. Tip drill will not be finalized. 60 seconds left. Pro Mikey trying to follow through. Agonized Andy with a power touch. Derek looking to try to get some bumps. Will get the demo with a quick hook by Trap God through the smoke. Pro Mikey will get back in time. Teams are certainly fighting for it. Challenges coming out. Not quite fully going the way that they are looking for. Alex trying to get it out of harm's way. Convict shot will be denied by the crossbar. The woodwork coming into play here for the Remix Gods defense. And a one that they're a gift they're not going to be looking in the mouth anytime soon. Something about a horse, not 100% sure. Convict's shot saved by Cool Guy Alex. We approach 15 seconds left. It's maybe the last opportunity for Remix Gods in regulation. Cool Guy Alex onto the back wall. Pro Mikey lobbing it up. Agonized Andy cutting it off. One more opportunity. Trap God onto the back wall. Wants the double. Will get dropped. Derek gets a clear out to the side. Overtime in game number 2. It's certainly a series that was as close as game 1 looked like it would be. Someone say horse. Yes, Brojack, I did. The one with the voice right now. Trap God will be looking to make something happen. Trap God drops the base, drops it low, and takes the win in overtime. Gets the half volley, dodges Convict, and will get it the read onto Andy to pick up the win in game number 2. And a 1-0 victory The 0-0 overtime, if I recall correctly, one of the rarest overtimes, believe it or not. We will see it here. 7 shots for Instinct B, 6 for Remix Gods. And 5 saves from Remix, 7 from Instinct B. They're absolutely bashing their heads against each other. A couple of Pachycephalosauruses looking to gain ground, looking for the head hunting, looking to try to run each other off the pitch. Haven't been able to get the full advantage. To continue to battle through, just keeping an eye on Trap God's ping. There we go. A lot better there. So Instinct B taking game number 1, Remix Gods taking game 2. And about as balanced as it could be. Total goal differential of 0 after 2 games. And it may be +1 in favor of Remix Gods to start off game number 3. Pro Mikey following through. And will get that touch as well. Trap God getting cut out by Derek, so he can't get the redirect or pass, but Pro Mikey following it through. And able to continue on the play as described. Nearly a goal off the kickoff as well. Convict getting the demo. Pro Mikey getting the goal. Pro Mikey with a quick 2 goals, 25 seconds into game number 3. Cool guy Alex will get the assist, just enough of a touch to send it over. Pro Mikey pre-jumping it. This has trust in that cool guy Alex. That cool guy over there, lobbing it up. Sending it up for Pro Mikey. Sending Remix Gods to that 2-0 lead in the first 30 seconds of game number 3. We'll take a trip back to defense for the moment. They look to push through. Danny saying, I believe in you. Danny, I believe in you. Take that for data. Hope you're having a good one. We'll see a bit of a kerfuffle back on the defense for Remix Gods. Will survive for the moment. Convict's initial shot saved by Pro Mikey. The second one not credited as a shot, but Pro Mikey nonetheless will get the clear. Cool guy Alex looking to get another pop-up over to a Pro Mikey. Derek will send it on target from downtown. Trap God rotating through. Instinct B trying to find the gaps in the defense from afar. They haven't had necessarily established possession, but they are able to get power behind the touches. And Remix Gods have not let up a goal here in game number 3, but they have looked a little shakier when they're back on defense. Certainly they're going to look better on offense, especially when Trap God is pulling tricks like this. They'll take it to the side. Well, it comes from the ceiling and will pick up the ceiling shot. A couple of defenders there, but they have to hesitate. They don't know where Trap God is going. And Trap God says, I'm going all the way. I'm going to the net. And Remix Gods take the 3-0 lead 89 seconds in. It's a bit of a bait and switch off the kickoff. Remix Gods will come through with the side wall challenge. Agonized Andy downfield looking to set up Derek. Derek looking to try to get a bump. Pro Mikey will scoop this one, bring it back over to the orange zone. Trap God waiting for the bounce. Soft pop gets the read. Agonized Andy on the wall. We'll get a bit of assistance to get the clear. All 3 members of Remix Gods deep upfield. If we can get a power touch here from Instinct B, it will be the relief valve that they need. In fact, it may be Agonized Andy coming onto the challenge from Trap God's touch, redirecting towards the net. Cool guy Alex will get the save. Derek slow play takes this guy. Derek will get the redirect. Pro Mikey stays true to turf and will pick up the save. Of course, as soon as I say the Remix Gods defense looking a little shaky, step it up after a couple very solid shots from Instinct B. Cool guy Alex will be challenged off to the side. Halftime of game number 3. Remix Gods opening it up with that 3-0 lead, nearly equaling the entirety of goals scored in the previous 2 games. We'll certainly be looking to get a couple more. Challenges coming in now from Instinct B. Agonized Andy is going to wait for this one to come off. Trap God following through. 0 boost. Will be saved by a Convict. Agonized Andy with an opportunity out of the corner. Will get challenged. Gets the demo onto Pro Mikey. will be battered around in the orange half for the moment. Derek and Pro Mikey challenging each other in the air. Cool Guy Alex may have an opportunity here on a shot. This one is wide. Agonized Andy will ensure it remains so. Remix Gods reloading for another opportunity up on offense. Pro Mikey slows it down, has possession in the air. Will be challenged out by Agonized Andy. Cool Guy Alex, Agonized Andy challenging each other in front of the blue net. The battle of the adjectives continues. Convict is just going to go ahead and get the demo on a Trap God. Pro Mikey, full sprint back, will pick up the save, pick up the clear. I'll try to bring this back over to the offense as well. 60 seconds. Still scoreless for Instinct B here in game number 3. Convict look for the doink, trying to lob it up over to the teammate, but a clutch demo from Pro Mikey to take Agonized Andy off the pitch. Andy, the one set to receive the pass, will not be able to do so. And Instinct B are running out of time here in game 3. This Remix Gods defense has been stalwart. The rotations studious. Their offense sublime. Subliminal, maybe. It's all coming from Trap God. Trap God, trap music, stuff I don't really understand, but I like to hear it and I like to see it. And Trap God has brought a lot of Stellar Rocket League here to the series so far. The final 10 seconds, Remix Gods will look to clutch it out. Convict will put one on the board to deny the goose egg for Instinct B. Still technically an opportunity. Crazier things have happened. Let's see if they can pick up 2 goals here in the final 10 seconds. Unlikely as it may be. Off the kickoff, the double cheats. Both teams sending a player through to follow. Will burn enough time off. Game number 3 going the way of a Remix Gods. They look to try to end the series in 4. In the widest margin of victory we've seen yet. Only 2 goals. And again, offense continuing to come out. 6 shots on Remix. Instinct B did register 8 shots in that attempt. The Remix Gods really stepping up on the defense. 6 saves against those 8 shots. So we'll get ready to go into game number 4. Hopefully everything will be good. We're keeping an eye on Trap God's ping. There is a bit of a... to me, it seems like a bug. But when console players are joining into lobbies, at the beginning and the end of it, their ping spikes. I haven't caught it during the series. I also have not brought the scoreboard up during the series, because I don't want to cover up the stream. Convict with a little bit of a hiccup there. And again, usually goes along with the starts of games. It's kind of how it goes sometimes. At the start of this game, we'll have a couple of shots coming in from Remix Gods. Won't be able to fully come away with a shot there. Or with a goal, I should say. Trap God is going to send one from downtown. Cool Guy Alex cutting it through. And he will, I'll call it a fake, coming in out of the in and out. Oh, he got the bump. I didn't even see that. My apologies, Cool Guy Alex. You saw what I did not. You saw the defender. You got the bump. He opened up the net for the first goal. Brojack saying, used to play on PS4, the ping would sometimes last until the first kickoff. I believe it. And Siege coming in to support Trap God as well. Siege being the 4th member of Remix Gods. Glad to see in here supporting the team. He did get that first goal, but great passing play coming out for Instinct B. Trap God trying to get the clear off of the back wall, but Agonized Andy following through, and Derek with a little bit of bump action to open up the net. And Instinct B getting on the board in the first minute. As they'll attempt to not let the offense of Remix Gods get too out of hand. They have certainly been playing very well. Good to see Mikey put in work. Mike's been playing very well. It's like a pro, almost. Could call him Pro Mikey. I almost called him like Chroma Key, like DigiKey, the electronics distributor. But I realized that would be stupid, so I didn't. 80 seconds in to game number 4. Tied up 1-1. Instinct B looking to bring us to game 5. Remix Gods trying to end this early. Their first series of the day went to 3 games. The second went to 4. It may be a simple arithmetic trend to say that we might be going to 5. I don't know. I can't predict the future, otherwise I'd have a lot more channel points on a million different channels. These two teams certainly looking to make their own predictions a reality. Instinct B will try to hunt for the lead. They have not seen a lead since game number 1. Even then, they had the 2-goal lead that very nearly vanished at the last second. In this case, the equal score of vanishing. Pro Mikey diving in. We will follow up that bounce off that near side. Agonized Andy trying to wrap it around to get the touch back onto the post and back out. But again, a very difficult situation to be in. Pro Mikey more than happy to bounce upon it. Just doing a quick check on pings to make sure nothing too untoward developing. It is a bit late now to make this server, but it was good to have that information in the back of the mind. Halftime of game 4, 2-1 lead in favor of Remix Gods. 2-1 lead in the series for Remix as they look to pick up their first played win of the season. They said they have the they are 1-0. They picked up the forfeit win in week number 1. Instinct B also 1-0, beating Elon Carr subpar 3-1 last week here on this stream. Instinct B, they're gonna have to pick up at least 1 more goal for the equalizer, 2 for the win, assuming Remix Gods do not get any more goals in the process to bring us to a game 5, which personally I hope to see. I would love to get a trip to Champions Field this time of year. Always cozy, great seats, great views for everybody. Maybe not for Agonized Andy. He got demoed. Pro Mikey rotating through. An aggression for Remix Gods, trying to totally throw wrenches into the defense of their opponents. They will get some boost starving as well. Another demo for good measure. Pro Mikey onto the sidewall is going to go ahead and leave it. Convict getting the clear out. Needs to get the follow-up touch, and will pop it up past Trap God. Derek onto the sidewall, keeps it low. Needs to get it past Pro Mikey, but he's going to get the read on the challenge. Goes onto the near side back wall, and will pop up off the bounce. Cool guy Alex pre-jumping it back from game 3, I swear. And in the confusion in front of the net, the goal going in favor of Remix Gods. This one will get challenged back. Trying to get it cleared back out. There's 60 seconds left. Remix Gods holding on to that 3-1 scoreline. Instinct B trying to get it back in here. We'll get a powerful touch. Cool guy Alex cutting it off over to the side. Pro Mikey might be able to follow it up. This is going to be close, but it will not find the back of the net. Derek popping it up to try to get some transitional plays going for Instinct B. Convict will get the challenge. This one is going to be dangerous, but Pro Mikey able to get back in time. Convict picking up the boost steal, a bit of a team bump. Agonized Andy onto the back wall. A tip drill set up for Instinct B. Convict another pass onto the back wall. Derek will rotate up to take an opportunity on it. Agonized Andy rotating through. Cool guy Alex cutting it off. 15 seconds left. A couple of players for the offense up above the board. Derek will catch it. Final 10 seconds. We'll need to see a goal immediately. This one will be on target. He's going to get the read. It's going to bar down and in. And Derek picking one up. 5 seconds left. And still hope for Instinct B. As Trap God cutting it through, but Derek still making contact as he's flying through on the play. And Instinct B, one last opportunity to bring us to overtime, but potentially see game 5 with the bump coming in from Pro Mikey. The ball will hit the ground. And Remix Gods will take the series in 4. Very hard fought series. One legitimately I wanted to see it go to 5. Ultimately not how ball rolls. And Bananas does get timed out by accident. We don't want that. I like I'm sorry. Well, congrats. Well, it was a hard fought match. There's no doubt about it. Bananas will get that. We'll help you out here. We'll help you out. I got you. We'll get the music back on as well. And that'll be it for it. My camera. The cameras work. Do anything work? I don't think anything works, to be honest. We're just gonna go ahead and refresh that. And there we go. Camera's back. Apologies for the bit of hiccups that we had during that series. I know my PC decided to do weird stuff in the process as well. But no, it was a well-fought match. It was a solid night of matches. There's no doubt about that. Thank you, Bananas. I will check that out. What's up, Wiggies? Came in right at the end. So we'll have the prediction outcome going out. Remix Gods taking that win. I'll take a look at that in just a moment. Bananas. Check it out, Wiggies. I'm sorry. That is going to be the end of it for us tonight. Several hard-fought series. And thank you all for everybody for having me on. Thank you, Brochak, for the raid. Captains, you'll get an email asking for feedback, asking for a review, and as always, would appreciate if you could fill that out. I'll try to just get a little bit better every time we go live. And if you are looking for where to find the match, the VOD, as always, will be on the channel. Everybody has access to them, but you can also check it out over on YouTube. I do record the series in 1440p, and I'll put them up on YouTube after the I have to wait 24 hours because affiliation, yada yada yada. But that will be going up there. I put the link over in the chat